Alberto. Thank you so much. Hello traders, this is Ala Peters. Thank you so much for being here. I promise you it's not gonna be a boring webinar. I love your questions, I love participation, and here's the format. I will share with you for about 15-20 minutes what Alpha Wave Trader Method all about, and the rest of the webinar I look forward answering your questions. So please prepare the instrument and the time frame of your choice so I can analyze it for you. And if you could please give me a reminder how I can see the questions. I see the questions I can post to organizer, but I'm not sure how to see questions from the attendees. So I will greatly appreciate if you could allow me to see the questions. So let's start, shall we? Extremely important to recognize the risks involved in trading. So please spend time reviewing US government required disclaimer and recognize that it's essential to trade with risks you can afford. So what makes Alpha Wave Trader method so unique? I use no software, no indicators of any kind. Simply price for entry and Fibonacci for exits. For example, let's take a look what happened on oil today and actually this week and what we've done in Alpha Wave Trader trading room. When we came to oil this week, and again day trading room, I demonstrate the method on S&P and oil. We saw oil the entire week dancing at reversal levels. The levels you see in front of you is Alpha Wave Trader proprietary Fibonacci levels that spell out: do not acquire a position near this level, monitor for reversal. Exact same thing happened on S&P. We came to the market this morning and I said, ouch! Too bad, so sad, bullish market is way overextended. Based on Alpha Wave Trader method, this was last opportunity to buy S&P, which we've taken advantage of yesterday. This morning was excruciating, and we took it one last time from decision point 2. Price crawled up to reversal zone and finding selling pressure, as expected. And that's exactly what oil had done since Monday, reminding you, do not ever acquire position at reversal levels. Monitor to short from these levels, and the next few minutes I will show you what happened on oil at the time of the news release, and I will show you a number of other stocks where exactly same thing has happened. So each and every trade in Alpha Wave Trader method taken based on price and exited based on Fibonacci. Why in the world do I not use indicators? Most indicators look at how the market behaved after the fact. I worked with multiple software programmers and I recognized most indicators are delayed. When you look back on the charts, you see extremely clearly that charts look absolutely perfect. When you come to the live markets, that's totally different story. No indicator on the planet will tell you where crucial reversal levels are, where crucial buying opportunities are, where to enter position, and where to exit the position. Here's one of my favorite screenshots from a webinar in July. I spelled out, if you're holding Amazon, you better be careful. You better expect quite a reversal. And that's exactly what happened day after. Reminding you, this is perfect place to short from, not the place you want to enter into. Here's another screenshot, Euro. Short on Euro based on Alpha Wave Trader method from 3,800, still in a progress. And I will show you where Euro is heading to, because we Americans will no longer be poor for quite some time. Euro is only 30 in downtrend. And if you remember what 3400 level done on euro, 3400 level is the end of the minor trend. I spelled this out before I took off in July, saying buckle up. Will 3400 be reached? It was. Euro danced on this level for months and a half, blasted through the end of the minor trend with vengeance. We'll take a look where you're heading to very, very shortly. So for that reason, I don't use the indicators. Moving averages crossover is one of the last indicators I used, which is perfect, fantastic in trending markets. Trending markets occur 20% of the time. The other 40% of the time we have ranging markets and corrective markets. If you had been trading oil at these levels on Wednesday, you know exactly what happened. First of all, it was picture perfect reminder. Bearish news on oil. I said you have to be out of your mind to short oil here. I don't care about the news. If price overrides news, I will only look to buy, buy, buy. That's where we've been buying oil. And this video is posted on the live blog, on the website, all the oil news trading under blog. If you click on blog, that's where you can find oil news trades since February 10th this week. So, buyers stepped in with vengeance, giving you very powerful opportunity. But here's the power of the method. This is what I discovered. It doesn't matter what I look at. It doesn't matter if it's oil hourly, monthly, if it's Amazon weekly. Price moves in exact same sequence each and every time. But the moment I discovered that it's a magic puzzle that keeps evolving based on key rules, I discovered it doesn't matter what you trade. Formula remains the same. You just have to obey these crucial rules. And the very crucial level on oil, why you would never want to short into it, is it's a crucial monthly reversal level. Based on Alpha Wave Trader method, short from 106. If you browse social media going back few years, you will find it clearly. As I teach in Fibonacci classes tomorrow and every Friday and Monday, it was absolutely perfect short. That spelled out, since 2011, expect very powerful collapse on oil and respect reversal zone at 48. That's precisely why this Wednesday our bias remained bullish. It's not just hourly levels, it's monthly levels. And if you're trading oil, any stock, any company, heads up. This is the most crucial month since 2013. If oil is not going to close at 54 and higher, oil is heading to 42.40 and then to 29.40. My key level on oil is, after this one, 42. Again, very important months on oil. If oil is not closing at 54, buckle up. It's heading lower. It's all in the price. Price tells you all these levels far in advance. This level had been spelled out by price since 2013. This level had been spelled out on S&P since Monday. And if you look on the levels, and the reason why I made this level decision point 1 magenta color is because it's the most important level in the market structure. That we witnessed S&P trying to break through yesterday with vengeance. But S&P was not succeeding. That's why I said the only thing you can do is short and short and short from. Thank God we had only one long trade from here. but never into here. This is where you look to short from, not buy into. So, for years I traded very well as position trader. 2008 changed everything. 2008 I was in magnificent, spectacular companies, and I recognized nothing good was happening. My magnificent companies were collapsing completely. Completely. 2008 changed everything. I did not get out of the positions I was holding. Phenomenal companies that worked so well for me for years were completely worthless. In 2008, I went to work and I started developing my own method, recognizing that price is not random, recognizing that price has perfect sequence. It doesn't matter if you trade 1-minute chart, monthly chart, if you're trading stocks and options, formula remains the same. It's just very crucial that you identify what's appropriate for you as a trader, what instrument and what time frame. So here's an example of one of the charts of my mentoring students. Jim was trader for over 20 years. He came to me and said, "Alla, I give up." I said, "Okie dokie, let me take a look at the chart you trade. Let's see what you've been doing for the last 20 years. First of all, it's not just the number of instruments that were on his charts, it's his chart that blew me away. I stopped counting indicators after 9. Hundreds of thousands of dollars invested in indicators, but there is no knowledge of the price after 20 years of trading. Price is simple. If you remove the indicators, if you just pay attention to the price, you will see it's all in front of you. So when you come to my room, I will send you the invitation for the next Tuesday through Thursday. This is all you need. The volume, the strength, the weakness, the reversal, the power, it's all in the price. And it's absolutely essential to respect what price is telling you. This is the alphabet of the market. The same way when I look on euro and I see extremely clearly where a euro is heading to. Let me show you. I'm crazy about forex charts nowadays for one simple reason. It's so marvelous to travel and not feel poor anymore when we're traveling to Europe or St. Bart's. Take a look. That's where euro is heading to. And that will be only the end of the minor trend. This is where euro would stage quite a pullback and quite a fight. Any pullback currently is simply corrective. And what is euro telling me right now? Euro is telling me extremely clearly, more than likely that will not be the end. More than likely euro will dance at this level, which is very crucial, end of minor trend, and then will blast through with vengeance to 78 and down to 47. It's all in the price. Collapse on euro short from 3800, still in a play. Here's analysis of Amazon I just done with my mentoring client last Friday. Long on Amazon based on 286 from decision point 2, we stop at 284, still in a progress. Amazon is heading to 400. At 400 expect a pullback, and after that I will show you where Amazon is heading to. But this is picture perfect reminder. Respect and adore Fibonacci levels. Know what not to enter into and where to monitor for reversals. Picture perfect entry 286, rally in a progress. I will show you what happens next on Amazon. And here is analysis on rig. Perfect buy on rig at 15 with stop at 14. Have no idea what happened with Rick currently, but as you could see, it's from last week. As I spelled out, expect powerful pullback at 20. That pullback will determine if price will fly next to 30. So that would be interesting to take a look on Amazon and Rick today. I promise you I have no clue. I had not looked at these charts. Will be very curious to see what happened since. And here is another exciting chart going back to Forex from last week. Pound heading to 133, expect bullish pullback at 140. After 3300 is broken, pound heading to 20 and 165. Again, I cannot time the markets. Fibonacci timing is not my strength. My strength is to tell you trend reversal, trend inception, target levels. And that's the magic. Each and every day, trading and price becomes easier and easier and easier. If you just remove indicators, you'll be amazed how perfect that puzzle is. So in Alpha Wave Trading Room, I demonstrate the method on oil and S&P. On the trading website, we posted today's video. If you click on this link, you can see very clearly. This is the post from today. Today was just one of those absolutely perfect days, absolute ultimate perfection when it comes to flawless market structure. So I wish I could see everybody, so I could see questions and I could post the links, but unfortunately I'm limited. I cannot see the questions or posts. Could you please take a look at the settings so I can actually see the questions and I can post? I will greatly appreciate it because I cannot see any questions currently. So here we go. Why am I so fascinated with Fibonacci? Fibonacci is absolute perfect symmetry that you find in everything that surrounds us. Fibonacci symmetry that you see in flower, that you see in nature, that you see when you look in the mirror, you find in price. It just confirms that nothing in this world is random, and price is complete confirmation of that. Price tells you far in advance where it's heading, where it's reversing, where to buy, where to exit. All you have to do is play by the rules. For example, here is S&P monthly. Long on Alpha Wave Trader method from 800. From 800 close to reversal zone. And as I teach in the course each and every time, S&P respects decision point 2 like no other instrument I had ever seen. In month of October, you witnessed the most powerful volatility we had seen since 2010 on S&P. And this is where bearish correction had ended, giving you last chance to buy. And this is where it's gonna get pretty exciting. S&P not far off from reversal zone. That's precisely why we've been witnessing bearish corrections. No bearish reversals yet. But S&P is not far off from reversal. We entering reversal zone. And that's when price will start reminding you very powerful formations. Again, price will do two things. Either reversal or correction. Very big difference between the two. Exact same level where S&P is currently on hourly. So price spelled out this level since Monday on hourly. Here since 2009. On oil since 2011. And this is a reminder where S&P is heading to on daily. This is where we've been shorting S&P, taking it down 60 points and buying S&P, giving you ideal last buying opportunity at 1990. And remember what I discussed about the end of the minor trend. If you watch live video from today, I spelled out, this is as good as it gets to short from if you know the rules. Because combination of the end of the minor trend on daily with reversal zone on hourly, it's gonna get pretty exciting. It's as perfect off reversal level as it gets. S&P already pushed down by 4 points. Will be very interesting to see what happens next. Again, ultimate reversal, ultimate resistance on hourly, the end of the minor trend on daily. Minor trend is a keyword. If daily is blasting through this level, it's heading to 21.18 Remember decision point 2 on S&P? Crucial. After that, S&P is heading to 21.69. All spelled out by the price since 2 weeks ago on daily with buy at 19.90. And that's the puzzle that never gets old, I promise. And each and every day I look at the charts, I'm puzzled. How come no one else can see how clear and perfect price is? And again, if you just remove indicators, you'll be amazed how clear and perfect price really is. So Fibonacci is a key concept they use in Alpha Wave Trader method for all the entry points and all the target levels. And this is the golden ratio that I developed my method on. And here is the nutshell Alpha Wave Trader method, and this is what I'm teaching in Monday class when we start from scratch. In Alpha Wave Trader method you learn that price is very simple. If you know to separate major trend that consists of 5 waves with minor trend that consists of 3. There is nothing else when it comes to trend structure. In Alpha Wave Trader method you learn to trade only inception of the trend, wave 1, stay out completely of wave 2, and last opportunity to enter at the inception of wave 3. When you come to the markets and you are at the end of wave 3, you're acquiring position extremely late. You're entering into crucial Fibonacci levels. Knowledgeable traders should never be motivated by greed, and that was an example on oil Wednesday at the time of the news release. Don't short, be patient, monitor for reversal. Picture perfect example. What a bad idea it is to enter short into reversal zone. And that's all there is in a nutshell. That's the method. Do not ever get tempted to trade counter trend, wave 2 and 4. Walk away from computer if prices at the end of wave 3. And here is the spitting image of exact same thing we just discussed. Picture perfect trend that consists of 5 waves. If you catch the trend inception, you're in beautiful shape. But if you get greedy and you start buying at the wave 3, you gotten just tiny bit lucky, but only if trend is major. Your success rate buying at these levels is 20%. So if you're buying powerful rallies and you think, hoo-hoo, I'm just gonna take this for a ride, you could be entering at crucial late Fibonacci reversal levels. And that's the problem. Do not ever get tempted to trade with 20% success rate. So this is ultimate test when markets are ranging or markets are corrective. Corrective markets, it's essential to walk away from computer. Absolutely crucial. So for example, if you learn Alpha Wave Trader method and you come and you see this, you run complete ultimate bearish correction Worthless fluff. As you learn in the course, when market give us plappuccino, we go get cappuccino. That's a mantra. And that's the key. There is no need to babysit corrections. None whatsoever. Correction in a play, walk away from computer. That's simple. Trending markets occur 20% of the time, unless you trade DAX or pound yen or oil. Then you have trending markets drastically more often. Nevertheless, they still respect Fibonacci levels. And again, in a nutshell, this is the most crucial wave and the most crucial trade in alpha wave trader method, wave 3. Buy at the inception, wave 3, your last chance to enter, never at the end. Bad idea if you get tempted to buy here. And here is a short trade. Reminding you, ego, greed does not work. Only rules and patience does. You come to the markets, you are here, you have no trades that meet reversal trade, you walk away. And that's ultimate test of your knowledge. So here are a few more examples, and I look forward answering your questions. Here's an example of Euros 3-minute, very powerful rally that reminds you, don't buy at the end of wave 3, only at the inception of the trend or inception of wave 2. Don't ever short counter trend, especially such powerful rally. Don't ever trade wave 4. If you're trading oil, you recognize it's extremely low liquidity instrument and it can take you for a spin. Therefore, it requires experience to respect cumbersome structure. Again, as funky as oil is, still respects Fibonacci levels. This chart as clean of a trend as it gets. Google 1-minute chart. Ultimate perfection. 5-wave major trend. Enjoy the ride at the inception or wave 3. Here trader got a tiny bit lucky because the trend was very powerful. Again, reminding you, buying at the end of wave 3, 20% success rate. Bad idea. So here we go in a summary. Alpha wave trader method based on key rules. Price for entry and Fibonacci for exits. No software, no indicators. Any platform. I have traders that trading on platforms I've never heard of. From Sierra charts to Infinity to TradeStation to Thinkorswim to interactive brokers to E-Trade. Everything has price and Fibonacci. No indicators of any kind used here. Pure price is what defines wave formations, gives you wave terminations, and forms Fibonacci price waves, therefore giving you high probability entries, targets, and reminding you of areas of inherent danger. In Alpha Wave Trader, we have 3 areas, 3 trading rooms. Every day I start with Alpha Wave Traders Club. We start with students pre-market review. We'll analyzing the markets and discussing what to be prepared when it comes to price structure and Fibonacci levels. At 9:30 we migrate to live trading rooms. I'm running 2 rooms simultaneously, one for my students, one for the visitors. With my students we discuss setup, structure, rules. With visitors you see the trades and you see how I demonstrate the method. With students we discuss everything that plays out in the markets in detail, as well as we meet for trade recaps after the close of the trading room. We also meet on Friday and Monday for Fibonacci classes and basic strategy rules. This is it. This is Alpha Wave Trader method in a nutshell. So thank you traders, thank you so much. The class starts from scratch on Monday. And again, as I mentioned, if you come to the blog, click on the blog, you can find the latest video. This is a newsletter from today. You click on the live news trades, video trades, there are plenty of them going back 3 years. Here is oil news trade I mentioned here. Here's the video library. If you click on this link, you can listen to audio testimonies from our students. We have an open forum and we have traders trading anything from ETFs to DAX to Forex. Anything and everything has the price and has Fibonacci. The class starts again on Monday. If you click on Learn, you can read about method and you can watch video what's involved in the method. Group education is 8 weeks daily with crucial instruction sessions on Monday and Friday. Private mentoring, please do not sign up without discussing that with me. Here is my phone number and email. I only have currently 2 openings. I take maximum 5 mentoring students per month. After graduation, you have access to Alpha Wave Traders Club, which includes absolutely everything except beginner class and manual. That's it. So thank you so much for your time. At any point you would like to speak with me or email me, click on Contact Us and send me email, or I look forward to your phone calls. Here it is. So please let me know if you have any questions. I would love to see the questions if you just instruct me where I can find them. Fausto Rich, can you guys hear me? I don't see anything that typed by attendees. Can you guys hear me? This is a bit of a pickle, so hopefully we're gonna hear from Fausto or some of the organizers. I can't see your questions, guys. A bit of a bummer. Hello, hello. Hope you can hear me. I cannot see any questions. Yes, so guys, please allow 1 second, please. Please allow a second so I can see the questions. In the meantime, if you could please post the instrument and time frame next to it. I look forward to analyzing it to you, and I would like to start with futures and then stocks and then Forex. Again, I have data to all the major stocks. And while we're waiting for me to be able to see your questions, let's take a look on what's happening currently on gold. Shall we? Actually, speaking of the devil, let's see where Amazon is today, shall we? Not surprising, Amazon is already at 377. How magical is price if you just know when to enter and when to scale out. Correct? I don't have any access to the questions. I'm not sure what's causing that. I don't see. If you could please read me the questions, I greatly appreciate it. Plus sign next to question. I don't see anything that shows question or plus size. Sorry. You did something on Amazon. Yes, we already looked on Amazon. We already looked on Amazon as we discussed earlier. This is where buy on Amazon came from decision point 2. From decision point 2. From crucial Fibonacci level. Absolutely crucial buy on Amazon. Amazon is heading to 400. After that, Amazon will be heading to 507. Amazon will stage very powerful pullback around 400. Right now, way too late to buy Amazon. It's crucial to wait for a pullback. This was buy based on alpha wave trader method. Absolutely nothing to do with Elliott wave, nothing to do with Elliott wave. I've never taken Elliott wave course, and I have quite a few students who come to me with Elliott wave background. Elliott wave is subjective and complex. Alpha wave trader method is precise and has only 5 wave structure, no XYZ, no massive number formations. E-mini S&P we already looked at multiple times. I had shown hourly. This is the mini S&P at reversal zone. I had shown where S&P is monthly currently. Close to reversal zone, long on alpha wave trader method from 800. And I had shown clearly where S&P daily is at the end of the minor trend. Expect very bearish day tomorrow. That's what we've been discussing the entire day in the trading room. It's as good as it gets. Reversal zone on hourly with the end of the minor trend on daily. I'm not sure what that means. If you post the major stock abbreviation, I would love to answer your question, please. So I would like to show you a rally on Apple weekly while I'm waiting for other questions. This is a picture perfect reminder. Respect the end of the minor trend where Apple started with incredible pain. Apple struggled against this level forever. 20-30 weeks, finally blasted through and reminded you, don't ever buy into reversal zone. 8 weeks of bearish corrections, giving you last opportunity to enter here. And this is where Apple is. Expect a pullback currently at 128.74. I developed my own method. I apply the rules I developed. And that remains the key. It's not about number of trades, it's about the quality. If you click on results, you can go back 3 years and you can see the performance. Method generates endless number of trades, but success comes from quality, not quantity. I close trading room after we take 6 trades. Multiple times this week we were closed in hour and a half. And multiple times we took a lot more than 6 trades. This month on S&P we accomplished 18 trades, 16 positive. 12 trades blasted through 5 targets or more. On oil this month we accomplished 31 trades, 27 positive. 21 blasted through 5 targets or more. From the end of wave 1 and wave 3. And the key rules you learn in the course. FTSE 100, excellent question. I will greatly appreciate if you let me know. FTSE 100, is it 1 minute chart or is it monthly? FTSE 100 as index or as future, please? I think I have not heard that question in years, frankly. Will be interesting to see what's happening on FTSE. Index, 1 second. I'm not pulling up FTSE. FTSE, let's 1 second. Index, let me see if I have FTSE. Think about substitute. Yeah, I don't have FTSE. If there is anything else that we can look under index that's similar to FTSE, please let me know. It may require special subscription. Futures. I have DAX. Is this gonna work? Stock 500 FSTX. Is this please let me know. FSTX, yes? You wanna call me and talk about that? Is that correct? Would you like to take a look at that? No, that's not it. Let's look on something else then. As I said, it's a very unusual question. I have not heard that in years. I don't have a data to that. You may need a special data. I have all the major data. So, again, more simple the trading is, less rules, more successful you have chances of becoming. Less indicators you use, more knowledge you use, that's the key. We have an open forum with our students. Again, listen to audio testimonies on the website, what students have to say. Currently we have a brand new trader. Father brought his son to the course, Connor. Connor is 22 and he is profitable. He never placed a trade in his life. Also, if you listen to Janice, and again, we have extremely close bunch of students. We have an open forum. Here we go. I highly encourage you listen to Janice. Let me see where she is. She's also a beginner trader. So a beginner trader can do it. What is stopping trader who is using with preconceived notions? So I address psychology all the time because always and forever you will remain the most important ingredient in your trading. Get rid of your reactive behavior. Recognize that markets are so much bigger than any of us. Get rid of your ego. Play by the rules. Less rules is better. And the skies are the limit. DAX, marvelous questions, marvelous questions. DAX futures, what time frame, please? You can always feel free to call me. Click on Contact Us. And that's where you can see the phone number and the email. So DAX, what time frame, pretty please? I don't hear the time frame. I will just pull up the first available. Weekly or monthly? Coming up? Coming up. DAX, weekly or monthly? If you're trading DAX, you want to listen to Michael and Catherine. The latest testimony posted on the website from our wild DAX trader, Michael. We also have one of the graduates. We have many graduates who traded. Here's Kathy, who trades DAX. So this is where DAX is currently. And that's precisely why third week in a row it's taking quite a pause. It's due for a pullback. After a pullback, DAX will fly drastically higher. But this is not the place you want to buy DAX. Way too late. You would like a pullback on DAX and buy before reversal zone. Buying here, price becomes extremely unpredictable. I will gladly take a look on Nasdaq only if you will let me know the time frame. And again, what's crucial to recognize, you don't want to trade Nasdaq as a day trader. It's the least profitable instrument because it's only $5 per tick. If you're trading Nasdaq, you want to trade much larger time frame. Bonds are the least expensive future because bonds are $34 per tick. You make one tick on bonds, you are $31 in profit. You make one tick on Nasdaq, you are zero in profit because your expenses are 1 to 1. That's why Nasdaq is the most expensive future to trade, just like Dow. Amazing to learn on, awesome to learn on. But once you become an accomplished trader, you want to trade Nasdaq and Dow long term, fabulous. But when it comes to day trading, the least profitable. So again, I don't have a data for FTSE. Apparently I require new data. Again, as I said, I have not heard that question in years. If you're trading FTSE, you would know that if you need special data. If I work with mentoring student who trades FTSE, I would get that data, but I don't work with anyone who trades that. Make sense? So here's DAX daily. Tomorrow I have a fabulous meeting with amazing DAX trader in London. The world is very, very small. I admire traders who trade DAX. Oil is nothing compared to DAX. This is where DAX daily is heading to. Reversal zone at 11,334. DAX daily. Marvelous. Have a good day, James. It doesn't matter if they're heading down or up. Who cares? Depends what time frame you trade. And if you know what to trade, it doesn't matter if it's up or down. Most traders, most men I met love when bonds are going down because more volatility, faster the trade, less pain you are in as a trader. Speaking of the bonds, I would like to show this to you because somebody currently in the course who trades bonds. I want to show you where we shorted bonds from on daily. Price is magic if you know where to short from. And right now I will show you next why bonds are finding buyers. Collapse on bonds is not over yet. Bonds at the least important Fibonacci level in the market structure, only decision point 2. And pay attention to the levels. Bonds are dancing between these levels, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Reminding you, don't ever short into it, don't ever buy into it. This is a range currently on bonds daily. Any other questions, traders? Please let me know. We have students who trade micro-size Forex. Micro-size Forex you can trade with few $100s. If you're trading futures, you need at least $5,000 to $10,000 per contract. The same applies to stocks. But again, your personal circumstances have to tell you what is reasonable for you when it comes to risk management. If it's a lost $10,000, you should not be in trading, period. Trading is a serious business. You have to be properly capitalized. You become owner of mini hedge fund. And that's the key. So, if you're trading futures, very different if you're trading micro forex, very different if you're trading stocks, ETFs or options. We have all sorts of traders who are trading anything and everything, from futures to forex to stocks to options. Wave 2 and 4 is corrective wave. You should never trade that if you are serious about trading. It's a counter trend structure. Currently in a play on bonds. Wave 4 in a play on bonds. Bullish wave. Major trend is bearish. You don't want to buy from here. You want to short from here. Counter trend buy. Pro trend short. What trading software for file? I don't know anything about the trading software. I cannot advise. I'm sorry. I've been through Trading Jungle. I never found software that works. I can't advise on that. I can advise that price is power and knowledge is the key. If you know price, if you know 4 key rules, anything is possible. Apple. We already looked on Apple. And I'm not sure what it means. Apple 1 minute, Apple hourly, or Apple monthly. What chart on Apple, please? Daily. Again, we already looked on Apple weekly, just to remind you, 5 minutes ago. We already discussed the importance of the minor trend and the nature of buying at reversal zone. Correct? That's what Apple had been doing. Again, in 2014, again, this year. Reminding you, you decide to buy here, you're asking for serious trouble. Success rate 20%. Buy based on alpha wave trader method at 70. Next buy outside of this level, never into this level. That's a reminder. We always have minor trend. We not always have major trend. Apple struggled immensely against this level. Finally blasted through, reminding you, you want to buy into reversal zone? That's what you get. Bearish correction played out for 9 weeks. Another bearish correction played out with vengeance here. Expect a pullback at any moment on Apple. One more question, traders, and we are out. Trading room will be open on Tuesday. I'm always open to hear from you. I'm pulling up Apple Daily. Everything is posted on the website. Here is the education course info. I will greatly appreciate if you could post it. If you could post it in the room. Everything is in front of you. Any other questions, traders? Pretty please let me know. Let me know. So this is where Apple Daily heading to currently. Apple Daily heading to 130 and much higher up. Bullish rally overextended. Any other questions? Here's the invitation to my trading room for Monday. 1 second, please. I'm sorry, for Tuesday. For Tuesday. Coming up. Please do not bookmark this link. And I look forward to seeing you in the trading room on Thursday. Any other questions, traders? So again, at any point you have any questions, feel free to email me. Simply click on the web page, click on Contact Us. Here's my email and here's my phone number. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful afternoon. Look forward to hearing from you and look forward to seeing you in the trading room on Tuesday. I had shown oil a couple of times on monthly and we discussed the most crucial months on oil since 2013. If oil blasting through this level, it's heading to 42 and 40. If oil closing at 54, we'll see bullish rally. Short from 106 based on alpha wave trader method at reversal zone. So thank you so much. Thank you, traders. Thank you, Cyber Trading University. It's my pleasure being here. Any questions? I'm always open to your feedback. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful Valentine's Day weekend.